My name is Insane Raven and I'm back with another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time, we had the bad ending. I'm letting it go. I have to believe in Kiriko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kiriko mentioned.
Does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
Yes.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it?
Yes.
I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
Yes.
Who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
Yes.
You! What are you trying to imply?
I think it's kind of obvious.
Of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What? It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Why is it always back to me?
You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
I didn't kill bitch.
Hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up!
What?
This trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time.
That doesn't even make sense.
So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
We're missing so many things to this case. Hey. It's not like I'm gonna get to use them, right?
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
This is most peculiar.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
To actually get a vote. What's gonna happen? You think I'm the killer?
Sorry.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
What?
Hey!
No, it doesn't. Oh, sorry. I got so caught up in the drama, I'm like, I just need to read it. My bad. It's the same as always, just like all the other trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way. It's time for your heart-pounding, positive, thrilling punishment! Wait, why do I... Kiriko.
Don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
What?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
What? 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 You have got to be kidding me. I supposed to do something to stop this? What's up with the blue button? Way to go, Chihiro! Well, that's not how things expect to go. That's a very panicked Belle.
What?
What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter ego. Alter ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell! I don't believe this!
It would seem...
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What the heck was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an inch. That stupid virus is gone now. Got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit in a way that's even a better punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still going to bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Giroko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being chopped this time.
In other words,
Now it's time for the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
so...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon, indeed. The massive high school towers over all of the buildings in the bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope Speak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They say if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope into the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend the school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary school student can enroll here. The only way is if you scouted by the school itself. And then standing at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. What? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Huh! Oh shit. Finally. I could feel my entire mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful to dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high across this area. I must be in some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me. He had used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First was to start looking for a way to get out of here. So what do we got? What do we got in the piles of trash? This is a desk. It's probably the one I fell down here with. How am I not dead? That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Is that an airplane? How something like that when I'm in school's garbage bin? It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. How can I be sure what liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in from all sides. But that's just not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was the only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. Can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to pass. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell out of the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Grunt! What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, drawing me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something from far above? Could have been. That's good. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down? I carefully stretched my hand out to whatever I come down here with.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she'd even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Yep. Kiriko? Also, I love the hat. Very, very fashion forward. You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing down here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kiriko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. Like an entire Naruto and a bunch of ramen. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again. First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk when you're finished. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Whew! That really hit the spot. And I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up yet, then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep sheep, keep beep beep. I can keep going forward is all about I'm good at. That's not such a bad thing to be good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. But Kiriko, why'd you come to rescue me? To pay a debt. Or no, to atone. Atone?
You.
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you. But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Yeah, let me hear it! Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive is that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope Speak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason to come in the Hope Speak? That's right. At least I did once. Once. Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Then it really is true. You lost your memory. Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? The first thing? You talked about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
Right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect. Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that? Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because... I don't think. I'm positive the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose, my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plan. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However,
And it could also mean, somehow, my memories can be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. Which is why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you? If I did, we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there was always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
correct.
What? Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it would only make sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but I see. Your intuition was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand.
Am I about to have a big
I should
anime moment?
understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have an anime moment.
It's to stay here.
It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others. Can you guys hear me? Am I good?
correct.
I know, I never asked you for help right away. So I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. We're gonna keep talking. I guess I'm just gonna keep talking. I'm Kiriko. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigation on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember. But at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. I'm calling it now, because I called it back in like episode 3 or whatever, that I thought she was a detective. So I'm calling it now. If she says detective, I win. You mentioned your ability? My ability. What everyone should have known me for. Yeah, it is! Yeah, it is! I win. I win, bitches. I'm the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective?
correct.
And the reason why I came to Hope Speak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone. Who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope Speaks Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. Knew that too! Called it! Called a game. You know that's lie.
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kiriko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? And that explains why Alter Ego taught us he thought the headmaster was involved.
Huh?
I'll find a way. Huh?
No
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
What's going on?
I...
My memory hadn't come back to that point. But when he had said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said that based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what did you see in there? The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, and the desk doors were dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know what anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of dorms using the key I found. But why though? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map? It's a layout of the entire Hope's Peaks Academy. I found in the headmaster's room, along with Makoto's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured that the headmaster would have had some kind of private room there. I assumed that that was true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check. And that's when I finally remember. I remember that my purpose was to find the owner of the room. So you went to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there. But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was that like? That part of the score, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized what was going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What? What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important, and really ominous.
However...
Of course, once I got to the second floor rooms, there were no cameras, no monitors. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Makoto Ikosaba, right? Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know, you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi and who did kill her. What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Makoto Ikosaba was to get me killed. Get you killed.
Indeed.
I stole the key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and in the middle. That was the point of the class trial. Yeah. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean, because of the school regulations? Exactly. With minimum restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations. There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Makoto Ikosaba. What's that? There was a point where Makoto may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Yeah, very true. I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... during the night?
I
can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. The ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway...
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw the white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away, and as I followed, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... whoever the masked Santa was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And the murder was disguised and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So this would all mean that whoever killed Mokuru is also the mastermind, right? I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait. But doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use a class trial to try to kill you because they couldn't interfere, right? Right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mokoro. They needed a class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does that all
In other
mean?
words,
It means the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mokoro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think ultimate despair is just one person. It's
Indeed.
not? If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused the event. We're talking about what happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy, whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair. That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Indeed.
Then they'll make no mistake. They're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And maybe next episode we'll get out of the fucking trash can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.